What's up, guys? The Lazy Goldmaker. We're going to talk about Wrath Classic, we're going to talk about Phase 3, we're going to talk about Titanium Ore, prospecting, epic gems. Yeah, they're coming, finally, with the Trial of the Grand Crusader announced to be coming at the end of June, 22nd, 21st, depending on your region. And this brings us a juicy new market, epic gems, and they come from Titanium Ore, and they are going to supplant the rare gems currently in the game completely. Yeah, they're going to have a large impact, particularly if you're using jewel crafting. I mean, prospecting is generally a pretty good method. It was when I was doing a lot of gold making at the beginning of Wrath. It's time consuming, but it's good. So the way you get epic gems, you can transmute them, and you can transmute them, you can prospect them from Titanium Ore, and you can buy them from Emblems of Heroism. And they're coming with the patch. Now, obviously, as always with the gems, the red ones is going to be where all the value is, the red color. Maybe a little bit orange, a little bit yellow, but for the most part, the value is going to be the red gem, the Cardinal Ruby, I think. People care most about doing big damage. That's going to be strength gems, agility gems, spell power gems. That's going to be the red ones. So the gems will also have an equal chance of spawning from prospecting. So yeah, if you prospect, you're going to get equal amounts of every gem eventually. So what that means is obviously that we're going to get a lot of the gems that people don't use as much of. They're going to be very cheap. And obviously it also means that any gems that people buy with Emblems of Heroism, they're probably all going to buy the red ones and put those on the auction house or use them themselves. So that is gonna help draw down the price of those gems a little bit. Now, what's interesting about the fact that these gems are coming, the fact you can buy these from the vendor, the Emblems of Heroism, what does that mean? Well, it means that a lot of people are gonna have their emblems ready to go. Like when I talked to one of my friends who's been raiding Classic the entire time, he has 600 emblems ready to go. When the patch hits, so you're just going to buy epic gems with. Obviously, that's enough. It's 20 emblems per gem, so he's going to get 30 of the red gem, which is more than enough for regemming probably for the rest of Wrath for him. He's only a one character player. If you have multiple characters, obviously you'd need more. Yeah, all of this means that probably when the phase opens, there's going to be a huge supply of gems coming in from people just buying them with emblems. Some of them are going to try to turn them into gold. Some of them are going to keep them for themselves. But either way, we're going to see a lot of gems come in. And this might mean that the price for red gems in particular temporarily is lower than it will be down the line. Because once we've used up all of the initial emblems, then people have to farm more of them, and people aren't going to... It takes a little while to farm 20 emblems. That's going to be like 4 or 5 heroics or heroic plus dungeons or whatever they're going to be doing. They can maybe get 1 more or 2 more every day, which is anyone who knows how the gem market is. You can sell a lot more than that per day. People are buying these. The people are rolling alts all the time. People are always getting upgrades. So there's always a market for gems. So I definitely see that there's a potential that the price is going to be low and then go up for the red gems. Because once you have to get them from prospecting, then you're going to get each gem an equal chance, and that means that you're just not going to prospect enough red gems. But obviously this is not a guarantee, but there's the potential. The second part of the prospect here is that you get the new titanium dust that you can use to turn into Dalaran's jewel crafting tokens. Obviously, you need a bunch of new recipes for these epic gems, and they are from the jewel crafting tokens. So hopefully you've been staying on top of your dailies if you've been playing. Otherwise, you're going to have to rely on damaged necklaces or the new titanium dust turn in. 10 titanium dust, that's going to be turned into 1 token. And you can turn that in as many times as you want. And obviously, there's going to be a lot of them. You get a titanium dust pretty much every time you prospect, but that is going to be like 20, 10. That's going to be a lot of prospects to get enough titanium dust for a turn in. So it's not going to be cheap, but it's not going to be that expensive either. You will definitely be prospecting a lot of ore to get epic gems in any sort of meaningful quantity. That's a guarantee. Yeah. The rate for epic gems from titanium is a little bit higher than the rate for getting rare gems from serenite. So you're gonna get a little bit more gems per prospect, but not a lot. It's about 20% more epic gems from prospecting titanium ore compared to what you got in terms of rare gems from the serenite ore. And then the titanium powder is about 13% chance per ore, so you need about 9 or 8, 9 titanium is going to be 1 titanium powder alongside all of the gems you get. Now, one interesting little thing I did was to look up. I have my prospecting calculator, right, which some of you will remember. Now I flashbanged all of you with the white. Hopefully you weren't looking at this in a dark room. Anyway, I ran the numbers right now. Just downloaded the data for my realm. And I did some math. So obviously I'm not going to take this for real, this like the best combination. I don't think this is very realistic to get these prices consistently. So we're just going to look at the raw gem or the uncut price column. This is reasonable. And just that valuing it at the raw gems, we can see that the price of titanium ore is about 6 gold, and it's gonna be about 1.4 gold of gems. So that obviously doesn't look particularly profitable, but we don't have any epic gems. Now, at these prices, you would need an epic gem to cost on average, or to on average be worth 75 gold, and then you'd be breaking even at these prices. And that's not even including any sort of value for titanium dust or titanium powder. So if you set titanium powder to 1 or 2 or even 3 gold, that's going to be 30 gold per token. It's still not that expensive. Then we're gonna add a little bit more value, but yeah, you're gonna have to see epic gems past 100 gold on this realm specifically. But I'd not be surprised to see people, particularly the red gems, going for 200, 300, 400 gold early on. It all depends on how many gems people have ready to turn into emblems, of course, but I think that there's definitely a market for buying these gems at a significantly higher price point than 75 gold. But that's just on my realm. If you want to do the math on your own realm, by the way, then you just go to the spreadsheet, which is linked in the video description, and you populate the data, populate regions, and then you pick your realms, then you go here and you populate the data. And then you take the difference here between the price and the value of the raw gems, and then you need to divide that by 0.06. Divide it by 0.06. And then you'll get how much the average price of an epic gem needs to be for titanium ore prospecting to break even. Now the last thing I checked was to see once again on my realm only how the prices moved over the last week. Since we got the announcement, we can see that the price is a little bit higher than it was. It was around 4 or 5 gold. Now it's about 6 gold. It spiked up on Sunday. Then we had another spike up here, very weird spike in the price, considering that the quantity actually went up. Might have been just a weekly reset. But yeah, the price has gone up a little bit, but not much. And it's been roughly the same. If we look back a little bit more, we can see that it has been steadily increasing for a while, as people have been stocking up for the patch. Whether it's worth it to stock up now, I mean, it's a little bit risky because you know that there's going to be people with a lot of ore bought at these lower price points. But there's also potential for the price to go up. It depends on how many epic gems we have coming from emblems, and how fast people are buying these. How much are people actually willing to pay for epic gems, and how fast are they gonna sell? This 75 gold average price for gems, I think it's possible that sustains for a while, but it's definitely a risky investment. So yeah, that's the lowdown on titanium ore prospecting. Gonna go a little bit more in depth on like the math, figuring out if it's profitable, specifically targeted at when the patch is already out, because right now we're just guessing, obviously, but the kind of consideration you need to make before you make your buying decisions, because if you want to make gold with prospecting, the important thing is to buy your materials, your ore, at the right price. But yeah, good luck guys, that's it. See you on the next video.